A dangerous and deadly scene tonight in Fountain as deputies search for a man they say is responsible for shooting and killing 2 people and injuring another.
The suspect is identified as 41-year-old Jason Kenneth Jones. Tonight, News 13 has learned that Jones has a criminal background in the Panhandle. News 13's Kayla Tucker has been at the scene all evening in Fountain. She joins us live with details on what happened and where the situation stands right now. Kayla?
Now, guys, you may not be able to see it, but there are deputies still surrounding a home on Davies Drive down the street. We've been asked to stay about 1.5 miles away just due to the safety of this situation and making sure that we stay safe while deputies search for this suspect. But we talked with a witness earlier who says he saw everything unfold over on Suncrest Drive. A countless number of Bay County deputies surrounded Davies Drive off Highway 231 in response to shots fired.
Deputies, in responding, they located a female that was a victim of a gunshot wound, deceased in the roadway. At
this point, Ford knew of 1 fatality. Their investigation then took them to a home on Davies Drive.
We believe that we had a standoff inside of the house at that location. We secured a perimeter. We were able to get a family outside of the house. At that time, we believe that there was 1 female left inside the residence, possibly suffering from a gunshot wound.
Ford says this woman is reportedly the suspect's girlfriend, but their issue actually started on Suncrest, where flames continue to fill the air.
We believe that the altercation incident started on Suncrest and that he chased her on foot from that location and that she fled on foot, going to this residence for safety.
While the second victim was found safe, a 3rd victim was still reportedly found in the fire on Suncrest.
We were later able to determine that we believe that there is a body in that residence as well.
News 13 spoke with the first person to find this deceased person. Thomas says he noticed the fire while driving on 231.
So there was 2 trailers in the back, and there was a double wide trailer sitting in the front. I stepped inside. I said, call out, see if anybody was home. And there was a deceased female laying in the kitchen floor.
That's not the only thing he noticed when he stepped inside the engulfed trailer.
There was multiple gas cans around the surrounded area and propane tanks right inside of the home.
The identities of any of those involved have not been released at this time, but again, deputies are searching for 41-year-old Jason Jones right now in Fountain. You can see him right now on your screen, and Sheriff Ford says this man is considered armed and dangerous. If you see him or maybe come in contact with him, do not approach him. Just immediately call 911. Live in Fountain, Kayla Tucker, News 13, Panhandle Strong.
As mentioned earlier, we're also learning Jones has a criminal history in Bay and Washington counties.
In August of 2016, he was charged with willful child abuse and aggravated battery in Washington County. He was sentenced to 5 years probation in that case. Then in October of 2018, he was accused of violating his probation when he allegedly got into a fight with his neighbor in Panama City. Court records show Jones got into a fight with a man when he allegedly made an offensive statement to the man's wife. During the fight, Jones reportedly bit his neighbor in the chest and tried to gouge his eyes out. The neighbor held Jones in a headlock until he became unconscious and then called police.